Zach, thank you. People from all over the country are migrating to Austin, where the unemployment rate is low. But what is it about the city that's keeping employees underpaid compared to other cities and states? Fox 7's Nancy Zambrano finds out.
Anywhere you look, Austin is ranking at the top of every list. Best cities for the next decade, best city for young entrepreneurs, recession-proof cities, cities where Americans are relocating. It's what brought Sean O'Connor and Batter Blaster to Austin. He had started his pancake batter in a can company in the West Coast 3 years ago, but it wasn't working out.
Not much life is happening for a $50,000 a year job in San Francisco. I mean, you're barely getting by paying rent. And forget about having a family on that kind of salary.
Sean says he looked for places to relocate, and after visiting the capital city during a South by Southwest concert, he fell in love.
Cost of living is certainly reasonable here compared to there. With a young company that doesn't have a ton of money to get things going, you know, we need to be able to move to a place that people can afford and have a great quality of life.
It's been more than a year since Batter Blaster moved into their South Congress home.
We've hired some new staff here in Austin. We have an internship program with UT that's been great.
It's a success story for Sean. The product is now sold in 15,000 stores nationwide. But there's another side to living and working in Austin. The young workforce that attracted Batter Blaster here is affecting workforce veterans like Kathy Taylor in a negative way.
The workers that are hired are younger, new graduates.
Last November, Taylor, who's been a nurse for 27 years, was laid off by a major hospital.
I had been at my job for 9 years, and so essentially I was at the top of my pay scale. So I will have to start over after 27 years.
It's why Taylor says she'll most likely take a pay cut to stay in her field. Figures by Workforce Solutions show Taylor's last salary could pay for the salary of 2 new starting nurses. It's a situation Weston Sythoff says is becoming more common in Austin.
Some of the reason that people will take a little bit less to live here is because the quality of life is so great here.
Sythoff says although workers may be getting paid less, there are more jobs available. In fact, unemployment rates have decreased and continue to look promising.
15,000 new jobs in the last 12 months. That's a really great 2% annual growth rate.
It's a give and take. Less pay for more jobs. Many of those created by companies who, like Batter Blaster, relocated for young talent. But it's also a trend Sythoff says may be changing as more money is taken away from what first shot Austin to the top of those lists.
We've got a really well-educated population here in Austin, but they're getting older. They're going to retire in the next 20 years. What we're worried about is you take the funding away from education, you take the funding away from job training programs, and all of a sudden the businesses that are thriving here right now, they're going to stop being able to find talent, and they're going to leave.
In Austin, Nancy Zambrano, Fox 7 News Edge.